Afghanistan, a rugged, landlocked country in Central Asia, devastated by 10 years of conflict. The Afghans have lost over 1 million men, women, and children. Some 7 million have fled their homes to the towns and countryside, or have sought refuge from the destruction in Iran, Pakistan, and elsewhere. What awaits these people is a legacy of war that will be felt for decades to come. Upon their return, they will find that more than half of Afghanistan's 22,000 villages lie in ruins. Landmines, a constant danger, with women and children the most vulnerable. Some mines are made of plastic and almost impossible to detect by conventional means. And where the Afghans once cultivated the land, today even livestock are at risk. Vast numbers of landmines, no one is quite sure how many, have been sown throughout the country. In fields and pastures, along mountain passes and trails, in and around villages. The impact of the mines is chilling, but until they are cleared, this is the destiny of future generations. How will these victims of war be integrated into a new Afghanistan? This little girl lost her mother in an aerial bombardment. Reza Khan stepped on a mine. The war has also hindered the development of basic health care. Afghanistan now has one of the highest mother and child mortality rates in the world. This infant died of malnutrition. She should have been saved. Some parts of Afghanistan have been spared the ravages of war, but in much of the country, the devastation is total. For many Afghans, a return to the villages will mean starting from scratch. They will need to rebuild the damaged irrigation systems and recultivate the land. The potential is enormous, but it could take years before farmers can grow enough food to feed the country. Too rapid a return by the refugees could mean food shortages, even famine. We must be prepared. The time to act is now. Fields which have lain fallow for years have become rock hard and will need steel plows to break the ground. Half of Afghanistan's 300,000 oxen have been lost. Tractors can replace some, but in many areas, the terrain is too difficult for their use. Afghanistan's basic infrastructure, such as roads and bridges, will have to be rebuilt. Until then, traditional pack animals remain the only form of transport in many areas. Basic skills are not enough. A lost generation of doctors, teachers, and qualified professionals needs to be replaced. Their deep faith in Islam and their determination to survive have encouraged them to work together. But the dignity with which they have endured should not delude us into thinking they can manage alone. The Secretary General of the United Nations has appointed a coordinator to marshal the resources of the international community to help the Afghans in the arduous task of reconstruction. Called Operation Salam, this humanitarian undertaking is aimed at maximizing the potential of the UN and non-governmental organizations. It will provide help on terms acceptable to the Afghans and allow them to return to a normal life. Operation Salam's success and the future of Afghanistan depends on your generosity.
پشتون است برادرم است، پارسوان است برادرم است، ازبک است برادرم است، ترکمن است برادرم است، همه یک برادر است.
Everybody now are brothers.
افغانستان میریم بگویم من نمیخورم.
If I say let's go to Afghanistan, they won't even bother to eat, they'll go.